Hi guys, and thank you so much for watching as always. We are back with a big fortress build. It has been a while since I've done a video on one of these. There is a reason behind that. I needed to take a break from it, just simply so I could come up with some ideas, because I really was running short of what I wanted to fill in certain places. But I've come up with a couple of ideas now. So basically, I don't know how much I should have looked in the last video. I built the area for the crypt underneath the church, which I think I did show you, big area. I've got a plan for that, but that'll be on a different video. I've mapped out an area that I want the park to be, so it's going to be this whole area here. It nicely fills an area, but keeps the everything low. So if I put a building there, then it's going to cover the palace. And as I think I did state in one of the other videos, I did want the feeling of when you walk through the main gates and you're walking up, you see the palace there. But if there was a big building here, it'd block off one of the turrets and it wouldn't look quite as impressive. Yeah, so that was my thought process. So if I do a park, then the height of the park is going to be as high as these trees. It's not going to go much higher than that, so it doesn't block out the palace. On this side, I'm still undecided yet. I was going to do some sort of like an observatory, something like an astronomy observatory, something like that, you know, like with a big dome on it with the telescope sticking out, but again, that would raise it up quite high. But I'll think of something in this area. I'll probably end up doing some housing or something like that, or some other sort of structures. But the thing that I planned for this video, I won't be doing this whole build in this video because it's getting quite late at night. I've already done a few things. I'll show you this as well. I added a pen for horses to be trained in. That was just a little thing to just fill out this space here. I've got to put something else in there as well. But this area here, what we're going to do is we're going to build the academy. It's going to be like a cross between a university and a wizard's, like a magician's academy sort of thing. It's going to be a very long building, as you can tell. It's going to go all the way from over there all the way to here. It's going to have some high spires on it and other such things, but we're going to play around with the feel of it. It felt a bit weird doing it this way because obviously the church is right across from it, and obviously you don't normally have churches and magicians and stuff next to each other, but it doesn't really matter. For the sake of what we're doing, I think it'll work. So, but this is going to be made of a different sort of material. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a dark material. We're going to make it quite a dark building. So I've not actually looked into what materials I could use actually, so let's have a look. It's not going to be anything like obsidian or anything like that. I mean, even something around that colour would be good. A little bit darker than stone is what I want. But I'll have to look into that now. Let's see what I can find. What could we use? I'm not going to use. Well, I could use. Well, I'll just nether brick look these days. No, no, that won't work. Because on certain things, like on certain texture packs, some of them are animated now. I'm definitely going to make it out of brick. I've always sworn I'd never make buildings out of brick. I just think it looks stupid. Not stupid, it just looks a bit odd to me. Because this stuff... Now, yeah, see, that's the big problem. I'm not going to make a building out of something that actually swims. But yeah, so you get the idea anyway. So what I'll do, this is going to be a very, very short video. I just wanted to do a catch-up, really, because... in fact, I'll probably close this video off very, very soon, because I really don't know what I'm going to do with this part here, in the sense of like what I'm going to use building materials. And I just wanted to do a quick catch-up, really, because it's been a good 2-3 weeks since I did one of these videos. But I've said in one of the other videos as well, one of the reasons why I kind of calmed down doing these videos was because simply I was running out of ideas. I didn't know what buildings to put in such certain places, I didn't know what to do. So I'm trying to get back on track and try to get my head around what I want to do next. I mean, this area here, I'm kind of done with now. It kind of works the way it is, for what I want it to do. So yeah, I can live with that. The church looks okay. I think that looks fine. The palace, I'm really happy with still, obviously. But I've still got some fleshing out. I've got a lot of fleshing out to do. When you consider I've got the whole church to flesh out, I've got to do the crypt underneath. In fact, what I might do is I might do the crypt on this episode. And I've still got the palace to flesh out, and I've got I think I've done most of the buildings at the back over here. All these buildings have been fleshed out with chests, beds, everything else. I made sure of doing that before I actually did the copy and pasting and stuff. All these have been fleshed out now. So yeah, so it's just the palace and the church that really need fleshing out. The garrison I fleshed out as well. Oh, did I do all these? Yeah, I did do all these. All the marketplace areas. Also, I'll tell you as well, what we're going to be doing on some of the other episodes is I'm going to start going outside again a little bit. And we're going to start working a little bit more out here. There's a couple of villages that I want to build. I'll show you now. I want to build a village on this side over here. A small little village. On this back bit over here. Just a few huts and stuff, nothing special. What I also want to do is break up these walls a little bit. I want to make them look a bit more natural rather than the shape that they are now, because they're looking a bit kind of meh. Yeah, so I want to break them apart a little bit, make them look a bit more natural. Also, what I'm going to be doing is building the farm area. Now the farm area, I've got two minds of this. Actually, oh, is that up there? Oh, that's okay, actually. No, it doesn't actually. It's got these big weird gaps in the floors there. Don't want that there. Looks silly. All this kind of stuff I'll be doing, just polishing. Before I release the map, obviously, I'll be doing all this kind of polishing and going around and making sure everything looks a little bit more natural. But a lot of this was built artificially, obviously, if you've been watching the videos from the start. This was all built on the vaults platform, using, what they're called now, antimatter bombs. That's how we built these areas. But yeah, so what we're thinking on this side over here, because this side's kind of fleshed out now, it's kind of, you know, I don't really need to do that much over here. I mean, all these buildings, all the warehouse buildings, they've all been fleshed out with chests and stuff like that, so they don't need anything doing with. And obviously I did all this area over here with the dry dock and the main docks and stuff. And there was one other thing I wanted to do. I want to change that lighthouse as well. I really want to make that better. I don't like it at all. I really don't like that. That's going to get a big upgrade to something a bit more impressive. I also want to build a really big ship. I think this is the biggest one that I built. I think this is the biggest model that I built, which is quite a big ship. Or is it that one over there? No, it's the same ship as this one. Yeah, that's the biggest one I've built up to now, but what I want to do is I want to build one really big galleon, a really massive, detailed one. It's going to be about twice the size of one of these. In length, height, and mass are going to be huge. It's going to be massive. It's going to be like a man of war sort of ship. And we'll place that man of war in dock up this side over here, so it's near the entrance to the main fortress. So basically, when you walk across the bridge, if you've got your settings on far, I might even put a dry dock here or something and stick it here, so that literally when you're walking over and you look to your right, you'll see a massive man of war sat in the harbour there. Yeah, that's one thing I really want to do. But I'll do that on another video. In fact, what this video is going to end up being now is just a catch up. What I'm going to be doing next, what the plans are, because I don't want people to think, oh, he's just give up and he's not doing it anymore. But obviously, the plans I've got running in my head now, this is easy for me to say, because if I say it now, then I can look back on the video and remind myself of, oh, yeah, I want to do that, I want to do that. What we're going to do, in this area, either here, because I've always wanted to fill this area up, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I'm probably going to do this as farmland, so it'll have rows and rows of wheat fields, and then it'll have a couple of huts on the sides, little small buildings, and maybe a warehouse, and it'll have like all the different things you can grow. Anything you can imagine that it can grow, we'll build fields and do it there. But we'll also do fields elsewhere as well. I'll show you what I'm going to do over here. Let me go to the second entrance, which is here. But we're going to bridge across to on this side over here, so we're going to build a bridge all the way across here. And what I'd like to build is some sort of quarry, or like a mine, like a mining sort of thing. So we might dig into this whole tunnel, into this whole mountain, and then build build mines and stuff, like, you know, with mine carts, and we'll play around with it, and we'll build like big underground caverns and stuff. That I'd really like to do something like that as well. Obviously, because places like this would need mines. Obviously, this brick didn't come from nowhere. And also, I might flatten up the back area over here, because there's some issues back here, which I don't think I've shown you on camera before, but I'll show you quickly now. I'd like to flatten out some of this area here and do some farmland and villages on this side as well. But as you can see, we've got some issues over here. From when I pasted the building in, these need sorting out. As you can see, we've got some floating areas of building. It's not a big deal, it's not a huge thing to sort out, it just takes a bit of time, a bit of messing around. And it's a good job that I actually came around here to have a look, or I would have missed all this. And then obviously if I give the map out and someone would run around and think, oh shit, no, he's not even bothered to fill in all these gaps and stuff. I mean, it looks really unprofessional. So that's going to be another job. But I'd like to fill some of this area out with small villages, some small buildings, clearing out some of this woodland area, doing a few small farms and stuff. And yeah, and that's pretty much going to be what we're going to be doing next, basically. I've never noticed this on this side actually. It's pretty cool. Don't want a V shape there, but not seen that before. But yeah, there's interesting kind of things around here, and I do want to draw people's attention away from the fortress sometimes as well. So if we build the bridge across from the main entrance over there to over here, it'll tell people there's something over here that might be worth looking at. So yeah, so definitely going to be building the mine in there. So this is what we're going to be doing. So I'll end this video here, but we'll recap on what I'm going to be doing next. Just so you know that I'm not ending this series, I'm not stopping building. I just needed to take a break to have a kind of a word of myself and decide what I really wanted to do next. So in here we're going to build some quarries, mines. It's going to be like a maze of mines and some like deep mine shafts and stuff. Sort of like not quite the Mac Mordain Cardell or anything like that. The Mulreay is another one you might recognise, well, a name you might recognise out of Lord of the Rings. Something very minor, lots of construction stuff inside, deep pits and stuff like that. So I'll build something like that inside there. I think that would be quite cool to do, but that's going to take a long time to do. So I'm adding a lot of time on here when I add these things, but you know, it's worth doing. We're going to build the academy here, so we're going to have the big University Magicians Academy in this area, which will be pretty cool. We'll make it an interesting building if we can. We're going to do the farm area over here. This will be quite a quick process to do the farm area, I would think, but I'll do a video on it. I'll try and do the videos now stage by stage, so we get to follow each bit, if you're watching, obviously. And we'll do the galleon, the big, well, man of war, we'll call it. We'll do a big, massive man of war, and we'll place it in this area here, so when you're walking across the bridge for the first time, because the spawn area we're still going to keep over that side, over there, so when you're walking through, you'll have to walk across this bridge to get to where you're going. So yeah, so that's pretty much going to be it for now. Oh, we've got the park as well, sorry. Yeah, we've still got the park to do. And the other thing I did as well, I don't think I mentioned, but it's absolutely nothing really relevant, but I'll show you anyway. So we've got the park to do, and in here we've got the park to do. Also we've got the underneath crypt to do, and we've got the academy to do on that side. I also put a couple of areas here. I've not done anything with them yet, but they're going to be like little fighting arenas where, you know, two combatants can come at each other with swords and stuff. So I'll fence these off, put something in there to make it look like there's two combatants or something, I don't know. But we can work out the details. But yeah, so I'll probably end this video here now. I just wanted to give you a quick catch up and just you know, a quick video to say yes, I'm still doing this, I'm not forgetting that I should be doing this. And hopefully I can get this done as quick as possible now, so we can get the map out, so that you guys can play around with it, use it for whatever purposes you might want to use it for. It will be released first of all on the Tux2 servers. I have discussed it with him in the past, and he's definitely up for using this. So if you wanted to view this first, it would probably go up on the Tux2 server. Don't worry about that, that's just a glitch. Glitchy. It happens every so often. If I really relogged in it, it'd come back. But yeah, so that's what's going to happen. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching as always. Please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. If you're enjoying the series, consider leaving a like. I do appreciate it, or even a thank you. Or even a favourite, sorry. Or even a thank you in the comments. for saying thank you, I don't know. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Hopefully in the next video we're going to do the crypt first, I think. I want to get that done. I've got an idea of how I want that to look, so that's going to be quite an interesting build to do. It's the same dimensions as the actual building itself, and goes down quite deep, so that's going to be fun to do that. Yeah, so I'll catch you on the next video, guys, so take care of each other, and goodbye.